Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. You can hear my voice is actually breaking up. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened. It was fine all the way until in the evening, suddenly my voice croaked and then, well, the voice went away. So I'm actually putting a lot of effort now trying to talk to you this morning. So if you find me funny, I humbly apologize, but I'm trying my best. Okay, so very, very simple. This version, this trade with Crazii 10.4, this online thingy is created for three reasons. Number one is for people who missed the training the previous time. Number two, that our Crazii app is definitely going to come out very, very soon. And the entitlement to use the app has to be people who went through the KYC and this training, because you guys are going to be representing us in a way using this app and going around Singapore, right? Okay, so which means that people that's not trained, they cannot use the app. Yeah, so only people like you guys who get to use the app first and then bonus credit and stuff like that. And this app has something even more incredible, is that it is the power of this scanner that scan the stock market itself. And the thing is this, the one of the main emphasis is the diamond. All right. So today I'll cover a lot on the diamonds so that you guys can get the idea of how to use the diamond to the best ability. Okay. The third reason, obviously, is we're going to streamline the community, and then we're going to make sure the community runs big and strong as a unit front. So people who are no longer with us, we really appreciate them for their time with us. But then again, when time comes to part, we will do that. So it's just basically streamline and then make this whole Crazii community even stronger than before. All right. So everybody clear on this? Now, I apologize again. My voice is really, really bringing up. I am losing my voice. I hope that I can complete this online training before I lose my voice entirely. Okay, you can see it's going off. I'm trying my best to do this right now. Okay, well, let's go into the market. Okay, so we'll take attendance later, so to be fair. Susan will be around. So later on, when I give the cue, then we have the attendance taking. Okay. Now, this is a 2 hour session. Okay, nothing short change on what we had previously on the physical class. And we have a break in between. So now it's 10:07. We will have a break at about 11 o'clock. Okay, a short break for like 10 minutes. And then we come back in again. So let my voice also rest a little bit. Okay? Okay, so let's go with it. Now, before that, once again, disclaimer apply as usual so that we don't have any thinking that, you may get in the wrong side of the market. Okay, so let's just zoom right now to the indicator. Okay, let's go. Now, because you guys are already fully trained by me or someone else, okay, in the team, so some of the things we already know what to do, but just gonna go through this whole process once again to make sure that you guys get it, very clear on this. Okay. Now, version 10.4, there's a few key addition feature. Number one, obviously, it is the diamond. Okay, we have the one diamond and the four diamonds. Okay, I'll explain to you again what are the diamonds for. Then another feature, if you notice, is that the KSI have upgraded to 2.0 from 1.0. Now 1.0 have been there for many, many years. 2.0 was recently upgraded because the sensitivity itself has been improved. Hence, therefore, it's undeniable that the escalated KSI and the declining KSI seems to have a little bit of resonance to the market movement. Okay, not 100%, but it's something near to that. So I'll come to that also later. Now the KCX, you can see is from version 2.0 have upgraded to 3.0. So again, the sensitivity is also have improved and increased. So whenever you see it turn black in color, that means that the market is very bullish. And if you see it's blinking, the green area here, the longer it is, the stronger the selling impact is, and aka also means that that could be a market bottom. So again, I'll talk about this later. Then you will notice that there's this additional information called KCL. All right, it's called Cal's closing line, is also inside there. I'll explain to you what is this all about. And of course, the KCB that we have, chocolate bar, we have also ensured that you only see those fresh chocolate bar. Those basically used chocolate bar will no longer be reflected on the screen. Okay, so these are the few new add-ons that we have for you. Okay, the KCL level and this line is the same thing. Yeah, this line here itself is the same thing. Now, if you notice also the KCX line that is moving around the chart is no longer available. So later on after today's training, I'll release out the file for you guys to download it. So your KCX won't have that green line that's moving around the chart anymore. Yeah. Okay, if all that clear, press number 2 right now. Okay, thank you. Right, I'm very, very sure not many trainer in Singapore, other than new student, will keep on doing revision with their old student. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, so let's just go slowly, bit by bit, all these things, what are they? All right, we'll talk about this. I can just put a screenshot here so that I can remember in case I miss out. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll put it into the group chats. Yeah. These are all the new updates and changes for 10.4. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's talk about the indicators first. Now, the KSI, you can see that there's a surge in the KSI. Can you see that? There's a surge on KSI. Can you see that? Yeah. So in case you miss out again, let me just show it to you one more time. Okay, guys, take a look. Can you see that the KSI on this side here itself, on the actual day, which is this one, I'm going to put you can do the vertical line. Do you notice that the KSI has increased in the length on that day itself? Do you realize that the small little red candle has a KSI lengthened? Can you see that on your screen? If yes, press number 3 right now. So I purposely put a vertical line on the left side to give you a control so that you can compare the notes there. Can you see that? Okay. So you notice that the KSI is longer, much longer than the one before it. Okay, much longer than the one before it, although the bar is so much smaller than the bar before it. So this is a very good information for you to take note that there could be an increase of sellers from the big boys in the market. This is the additional information that you must consider. So you can see the very next day, the market actually initially went up first. And once it came down, the selling was huge and big. Can you see that? Then after that, for some reason, when the market was declining, you notice that the KSI is also declining, right? So that gives you an insight information that we may see a bottoming out signal soon. Okay, we may see that. So does it work in the same manner? Let's take a look. Now, this very day, there is this particular green bar, very long. So I put it a control on the side. Can you see that? Yes, guys, take a look. Do you notice that right now? Is that this green, very big KSI was on a small candle. Hence, therefore, on the very next day, we can see the market basically shooting up more than the last 2 days combined. Can you see the impact? If yes, type number 4 right now, number 4. Okay, so you get it? Very good. So what does it help you? It basically gives you an insight information of what the boys are doing. But the thing is this, you must still follow one very important rule is the OP rule. The OP rule is very important, which means that if the KSI of yesterday has an increase, a surge on the KSI length, the next day, by right, the market should go higher. But if the market stays below OP, then nothing can be exercised. Similarly, if the KSI is red in color, the KSI lengthened, next day the market must break below OP, then you can exercise this trade. If not, no go. This is a very, very important because if you were to look at this, you will notice that, okay, the last few days when the market is on the way down, the KSI retain green. So which means that, right, I can tell you what will happen. It's like this, okay. So when the market have KSI green, but if it opens and stay below OP, you still have to sell. The only difference is because the KSI is green, you do not expect it to close near the day low. Usually it will close in the midpoint of the market. So when the market is below OP, you must still follow the price action by selling the market. But if the KSI happen to be green, you just have to take profit along the way. So all clear on this? If all clear, press number 5 for right now. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so now everybody, you can see that the interchange that happened on gold is around here. There was selling in gold with the KSI being red, but then there's a sudden decline on the KSI that basically gave us the confirmation of a potential bottom. Hence, therefore, you notice that the market for gold went up just like that. Okay, so that is how you can use the KSI as a form of interpretation. Okay, now if you see a sudden surge of the KSI that is longer than usual, same thing about the control here to just show to you. You will notice one thing is that this is a big bar. The next day, the market is this one here, right? If you notice this particular candle, you notice that the market, because yesterday was very bullish, the KSI green was very high. The next day, even when the market opens and trade below OP, very, very fast, the market buys up again and then from the bottom goes up. So that's why when you see KSI is actually the KSI length is longer, you can actually consider that the next day there's a very high chance of buying from the bottom or if it's above OP. So when I see this, if it's below OP, I will still short as per normal. But then next thing is I will consider to buy back whenever there is any KTR -1, -2 at the bottom. Because I know that because of yesterday's bullishness, the buying will come in at little stages here. Okay, so that is another thing to watch out for. All right. Okay, so that is the KSI, the new version, 10, version 2.0. The sensitivity is very strong. If all understand this, press number 6 and we move to the next indicator. Okay, let me continue. All right, so now the next one is the KCX. Now, how to understand the KCX better? Very simple. Okay, when the KCX is black in color or empty space, that means the market is bullish. Yeah, bullish. So of course, once the market turned down, you notice that the length of the blue bar do start to lengthen. Now this is actually a start of the selling wave because this blue refer to the retailers. Okay, this is created to try to track the retailers price action. It's a little bit similar like MACD, but the way I use it is the way I create it is different from MACD. Yeah, very different. Yeah, okay, because MACD don't have such funny thing. Okay, so as you can see, it basically lengthening. So the selling continue to sell, but once you see it hit extremity, now everyone take a look. This is A, and this is B. Okay, so how do we understand this? Now, A is the first time the market hit extremity, which means that usually when this happens, the retail boys, the retail crowd have so much in the market is at extreme. So yes, indeed, the selling is there. Okay, but then based on strategy understanding here, we all know that when retailers are shorting at the heaviest, usually the next day or next few days, the market will generally rebound. Why? Because that is where the boys basically will come in to absorb all the selling from the retail crowd. So that means the retailers are dumping, the boys are absorbing, right? And waiting for the retail to complete their selling. And then that is where usually the market will rebound. If all understand this, press number 7. Get some water for myself. Okay, I'm back. Okay, then what is B then? B means that the market, the selling has reduced. The selling has reduced. So the only answer to that is because the retailer has dumped so much, they have run out of stock, the supply in the market has reduced. Hence, therefore, as a trader, you should prepare for a potential market bottom. A potential market bottom. And because of that, you notice the next day, which is here, the market opens, went down a little bit, and then trade above OP. And straight away, the market has went up. Can you see that? So from here itself, right, the KCX become very potent. You can roughly know where is the market bottom, and basically seeing that the green flashing has reduced. That means that the market bottoming is there. Of course, you need to rely on price action to give you final entry, but you can know we are somewhere around this area. All right, cool. Okay, so once you have this extremity that's happening right now, the system will start to track for one key point. It's the change of color. That means that once the system realizes that there's a KCX that's blinking, the system will start to track the next candle bar that is from red turning to yellow. Or we call it as CCRY, right? CCRY, color change from red to yellow. So once the color have changed to yellow, you will notice that dynamically, that means it won't wait for end of the day, it can happen during the day. The diamond will appear on your screen. The diamond will appear on your screen. That diamond is a single diamond. It's a cyan color diamond. As long as earlier there's a KCX blinking, The next color change, there will be a diamond. All clear? If all clear, press number 8. Now I need you to be corresponding with me because you can see I'm really, really drinking my voice, talk to you. All right, and I'm pretty uncomfortable today because I didn't know that the office aircon is off for Saturday. So I got a fan here, so but trust me, I'm basically not comfortable. Yeah. Yes, I'm doing my best, yeah, to make sure you guys learn something today. Because I can guarantee you after today, Monday when you trade with the market, you're gonna enjoy this. Okay? All right, Ken. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so continue. Yeah, thank you, Susan. Okay, so now let us focus on what is the four diamonds. Now, four diamonds, okay, comes from comes from the impact move of three things. Okay, so listen up. The four diamond will be there when the bar has to be yellow in color. Thank you, Richard, for doing the summarizing for us. Okay, the bar is yellow in color. The KSI has to change from red to yellow. Yeah, the KSI must change from red to yellow, or sorry, yellow green. I want to about red to green. Sorry, and or green. Okay. Okay, so let me explain this again. The bar has to be yellow in color, that's for sure. Then the four diamonds must come with this, must have either red turns to green for the KSI or green. The KCX must from blue change to black or black. Okay, so basically you must have this impact. Okay, more power. Thank you, Richard. Okay, so the thing is this: you must have that. Then you have the full impact. Okay, there must be a change. So you can see that why is that so? From red turns to green, of course, means the seller turns to buyer. From blue turns to black, that means that there is a what do you call from seller turn to buyer. So this thing is perfect. So this bar, particular bar is going to be very important as a trader. Okay, so that's why the four diamond is there. So when you see the four diamonds is there, what can you do? All right, you can add position on the day itself. Okay, you can add position on the day itself. All right, so let's try again. You can see this bar is yellow. The KSI is green. Kel, the KSI never turned from red to green. I understand, but because remember, one of the component is either the KSI changeover or the KCX changeover. So in this case, the KCX changeover from retail sell to buy. So that's why it basically agrees with the formula, and then the four diamond appear. So you notice that the other part here, whereby this is yellow, this is green, and this is black. How come there is no four diamond? Because there is no changeover from a sell wave to a buy wave. Got it? So it must be one of the condiment is that one of the thing component is that the KSI or the KCX must show as a flip over from sell to buy. All clear? If all clear itself, please press the next number, number 9. Thank you once again, Richard Yo, for doing this very nice summary for all of us. Really appreciate that. Definitely for sure. I'm sure Richard is a very, very smart guy. Must be those people typical go to school or summarize and do very well in school academic. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Richard. Now I really need you guys to basically do me a favor to get involved, typing the numbers so that you give me a short break, and also I can see you're responding to me. Not bad. We have 27 people online right now. That's very good numbers for Saturday morning. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you very much for the well wishes. Thank you. Thank you very much, David. Thank you. Okay, so now we are done. Now what can we do with the this? Now, if you notice on your screen, okay, you will notice a line here itself, this line. Now, this line is available on your screen because of a color change. There's a line there. When you notice the color change, the line will be there. This line is placed at the closing price. Closing price. Okay, closing price of the color change. The previous color, before the color change happened, it will reflect. So in this case right now, you can see that this is the CCYR closing price. Next day, it turns to yellow, right? Okay, so which means that this line is a very important level. If the market stays above this line, the market will generally be going up. Okay, I'll show you the Dow, be easier to see. Now, guys, when you have the indicator from hours, if you notice that, after I put the indicator, I don't see the diamonds coming up. Don't worry. Right click, refresh. Don't need to use a time frame to do it because it's not going to be part of time frame. Right click, press refresh. Wait for a while. The levels, the diamonds will appear on your screen. Okay. Okay, so you can see how it works. So on this day, there is a color change from red to yellow, right? Okay, red to yellow, concur. Then why there's a line out there? This number, if you see our screen, 44868. Okay, so now look at the bottom here on my screen, bottom, as I move the mouse to the bar itself. So you see, I put my mouse at the yellow bar. You look downwards at the bottom right corner, you see C colon 44868.5. Can you see that? Bottom corner, bottom right corner, colon C colon 4486.5, 44868.5. That is a closing price. So basically, it's a color change that has a line there. Then you will ask the question, how come the next candle there is a color change again from yellow to red? How come don't have a line there? There's a trick here itself. You will notice that one condition is that the KSI must have the same coloration. That means that if the bar is a color change from red to yellow, at the same time the KSI has to be green in color. So that means that by right, this is very bullish because it's color change from CCRY, right? CCRY is bullish plus KSI is green. So by right should be very bullish. Okay, so this is where you must understand this. I have been thinking through for a longest of time, and I realized one thing that we really miss out in trading is that we don't need to go and find a technique to sell than a technique to buy. Because the thing is that it doesn't work the same way. But you think of it for a moment, if let's say the technique is created for buy and it works like 80% of the time, then the remaining 20% is when it don't work. And when it don't work itself, right, theoretically speaking, it's just to do the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Hence, therefore, if I have a system that basically tells me that this has an 80% of chance of going up, I will trade on the going up factor. But then I will purposely put a closing price at the color change and remind myself one thing. If the market is supposed to go higher, it will generally stays above the closing price. But if it doesn't, then the opposite will happen. So now you understand why instead of the last 2 days, I am so bearish on the Dow Jones because it stays below that line, the KCL line. All clear? If all clear, press number 10, 10. Okay, excellent. Good question. Is this line available for the excuse me, for the 5 minute chart? No, it's not available. It's only available on the day chart. It's only available for the day chart. So that's why the day chart is so powerful. You need to know the day chart and then the level, and then you can utilize it to trade. Got it? PT is who? Sorry, yeah, y'all don't have the full name there. PT, who are you? Okay, all clear? Peter. Okay. Okay, so all clear? Yeah. So that is the KCL line. What is it all about? All right. Now the KCL line will only appear the nearest color change that is coincide with the KSI. All right, only one line only available. And I think the distance is only for 5 bars. 5 bars later, they won't show anymore because anyway, if there's going to be any impact, it'll come within the first 5 bars. Yep. Okay, good. Now you're almost coming to the full understanding of this. The last part is that you've done KSI, KCX, KCL. Now KCB, I already tell you guys, we already have improvised it. Okay, let me just show you again so that you won't get yourself lost. Let me just take this away. Thank you for the well wishes. I see Susan texting me on the side, asking me to take some more aloe vera and aloe vera, yeah, and this. But then I'm in office right now. I'll do that later then. Okay. Okay, so let's just compare notes here. KCL is the same as use of 5 minute. No, no, no. KCL is not available on the 5 minute chart. Can you draw on it for yourself, right? I don't think it's a good idea because honestly, I did put KCL into the intraday. The impact is not so good. Not so good. But the diamonds, later I'll show you, will be better. Yeah, so I use the diamond, will be better. Okay, but of course, if you want to try it, you can try it, yeah? Okay, I'll leave the idea to you. Okay, let's continue um on the KCB. Okay, so now how does the KCB work, right? So very, very simple. This is the goal, right? Hold on, I think I go in. Oh, no point. Wait, sorry, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so how does the Go KCB work? So basically, every single day, you notice that the KCB will move up and down the day itself, right? Why sometimes at the bottom, sometimes at the top? It's because it's following the opening price of the day. So if the market opens already and start to trade below OP, in this case, the market, the system will automatically hunt for you the nearest unused or fresh chocolate bar. So from here itself, right, you can see that the fresh chocolate bar, this is where we are. It's the same thing, yeah? The fresh chocolate bar will be here, right? This is the first chocolate bar. So this is the same thing. Can you see that? The number is here. Now, sometimes you may say, Kel, the number is being blocked by some other number. Don't worry. Double click on anything that you don't like to see first. You just pull it away. Then you can see the numbers over there. Okay, but when the market is moving, obviously it will jump back to the original place. Now we try to stack the numbers to as far apart from one another, but sometimes the experience is that if you put them too far away, the impact is no longer there. So sometimes they may come and stack together. So anyway, as you know, in our crazy system, when there's a stack of numbers, that means that this is like a law of attraction. The market will go towards that. So when you see that stack together, rather than being upset, I will use it as a form of guidance to tell me that there's a stack somewhere around there. Okay? Okay, so you can see that's A. Then, of course, you won't be able to use this guy here because this is being blocked. So the next available one is here, and that is your B. So your B is here. Okay, so you can see your B is here. So your number is there. Now the KCB is created for only two numbers. That means the nearest KCB1 and nearest KCB2. The nearest two numbers. Okay, so if the market reverse and go up above OP, then yes, indeed, it will show you the nearest KCB that is unused. All right, so all clear? If all clear, press number 11. 11. 1 1. Okay. Now, by now, you will have noticed that there is a number here itself. Hey, who put my thing over there? Okay. All right. There's a number at the bottom. What number is this? All right. What number is this? Basically, this number, clear my screen first. Okay. This number is a current price versus the nearest KCB. So the nearest KCB, as you can see on your screen, is 44,057. So the number here on the current price to the 44,057, the difference is 207.3. So which means that when the market is moving, you will be asked, you like, hey, can I short the market? What's my next profit? There. Your next profit is dynamic, is moving, is about 207 points. So if you think that, Cal, I want to take a trade right now, I want to risk 50 points to exchange for 200 points, then go ahead. You don't need to look too much. If you don't want to go to the 5-minute chart, you just want to use numbers to play. So you can short at 44,264, the current price, put a stop loss at 44,310, this is 50 points, and then you aim for 44,057. So if you get it correct, your risk reward ratio is 1:4 because you risk 50 points to exchange for potential 200 points. So of course, if you short much earlier, let's say you short somewhere around here at maybe 44,400, and you still risk 50 points for stop loss, which is 44,450, but you aim for 44,057, you're using 50 points to fight for 350 points. 1:7 risk reward ratio. So this is the mathematic formula for you to apply. That's the reason why some people are making a lot of money recently, because they maximize their gain. Now, recently, some of the students, they always have to realize that actually KTR 123 is not too bad for, short bikes. But if I want to make big money, I need to go for the KCB. And the answer is absolutely yes. And I can tell you guys, ever since last year, we noticed our KCB accuracy is getting more wow greater and better. And now with Donald Trump in the picture, wow, the accuracy is insane. So that's the reason why we want to call ourselves crazy than TWB, is because we noticed that this is going to be a crazy time for all of us. Okay, so all clear? If all clear, this is how the KCB number work. All right, so once the market breaks below the KCB, you will notice on your screen that you turn violet color. And after that, you notice you refresh your screen, that line is no longer available. Once it breaks below the line, the blue will turn to violet, and then you refresh your screen, it will no longer be there anymore. So this is, again, a very dynamic way to tell you that the market could be heading towards the next KCB. All right, so all clear? Press number 12. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, there are times whereby you notice that after you move your screen back to it, right? Your KCB is not reflecting correctly at the line, right? Don't worry. Right click, press refresh. It will move back. Everything will move back to the same level. You don't need to change time frame. Just click and refresh. It will move. Because all these are already ingrained in the system, so this one is not like KSI, not like KCX. They all need to compute outside first and come back in. This one is hard coded, so not difficult. It will be inside AIM's platform itself. So a right refresh can see rather easily. Okay. Okay. So now let's us move on to the biggest thing that I need to share today. is the white line concept. Now, white line concept means that you basically choose a line, horizontal line, make sure it's choose basically with a thicker line, and then the color itself is white. Now, someone asked me a question, Kel, why must be white? Cannot be purple, cannot be blue. Okay, very simple contrast factor. White contrasts black the best. Okay, other color itself, right, may not be that good, but the white contrast the black is the best. Our Crazii system is a black background, so white color will look best. Okay, what should I do with it? Very simple. When you see a diamond, you just need to place the line at the closing price of the diamond. So I repeat, when you see a diamond, after the diamond has completed, the bar has completed, draw a white line at the closing price of the candle that has a diamond. Now, whether it's 4 diamonds or 1 diamond, doesn't matter, just place it on it. So once you have done it, it's very simple. If the market stays above the white line and is above OP, generally yes, you just buy. You just go into buy, yes. So which means that in this case, okay, you notice that this bar is yellow, but because the KSI is red, it doesn't have that extra line there. It doesn't have, okay. Next, but because it's a diamond, you have to put your own white line on it. So therefore, if the market stays above the white line, just go in for the buy. All clear? All right. So now, if there's another new diamond that surface, keep missing our Zoom. Okay. Oh, don't worry. The Zoom is available on the Facebook group chat. Yeah, Facebook chat. Okay. All right, Susan Ng, are you around, Susan? Okay, there are 30 people now. Somebody just came in. Hey, Susan around? Maybe she step out. Okay. Okay, never mind. Yes, but not co-host. Never mind. You don't need to be co-host for today. It's fine. Okay. We're going to take a short attendance right now. For those people who are inside the Telegram under untrained, those in the untrained group Telegram, I will need you to text Susan now through Telegram. Text her in personal message to Susan via Telegram. Tell her this thing called V10.4. Type this to her. Okay? Type V10.4 to Susan. Only people who are inside the V10.4 untrained group, the untrained group, text V10.4 to Susan right now. We'll consider you as already trained by us. Then Susan will bring you into the Facebook group later today. For those who miss it, they will need to watch the recording, and after they have completed recording, they must make sure that they understand it. Then we bring them to the group chat. Now we're doing this because we really want you guys to know that this new system is very powerful, but we don't want you to misunderstand how to utilize it. So we want you to learn. Okay. Okay, so once you're done that, okay, next step is now you notice there's a new 4 diamonds, right? So once a new 4 diamonds available, you just have to move the line to the next one that has a diamond and place it there. Okay, so what happened here? This is beautiful, guys. You can see that the next day, which is here, the next day the market opens. The market initially opens here. It went below the line. Now, once it below OP and below the line, you can short the market. I repeat, when the market is below OP and below the white line, you can short the market. Now you can see that the tail is not small, yeah? The tail is quite lengthy. Let me take a look. The low of this candle is 43,219. The line itself approximately 43,580. Wow, that's a lot. That means the market dropped about 260 points after the line was being broken. So this is a very important lesson for a trader. So after that, what happened? After the market has came down, it found a base and then reverse course, right? And once it goes above the line, that's it. You can buy already. But because it's above the line, you notice that the opening price is higher, right? So what you can do is that above the white line, you buy a little bit. But once it crosses above OP, you can just buy all you want with risk management. All clear? If all clear, press the next number, 1313. Right, for those who just joined us or have been joining us, remember you need to contact Susan and text V10.4 to let her know that you have joined the class. All right, those people who didn't do that today, then too bad. They will have to wait for the recording to be out. The recording will be out later in the afternoon or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, depending on how long this video, because I need to edit it. Yeah, with English so that you guys can see it better. Oh, my voice is already going out. Okay. Okay, so basically that is for you to trade. Now, question comes in, Cal. So now I know there's a 4 diamonds here. I understand that this is where I can buy. How about the subsequent days? Do I need to care about this white line anymore? Not really, because the white line impact is for the next day itself or next few days as long as the market tap on the line. But when the market is too far away from the line, right, then the impact is no longer there. So don't need to bother. It's only when the market is tapping around that line that you draw that is more powerful. When it move away, the power will no longer be available. Okay, so take note of that, yeah? So don't tell me that, oh, Cal say got a white line here, so every day I can buy, I can buy, I can buy. No, that's not the way it works, okay? It doesn't work that way, yeah? So please do not, misuse my sharing. Okay, so now we have the white line that is there, and then market goes up. That's good. So how long can we utilize this and stuff like that, right? We will come back after a break. I need to rest my voice already, getting bad already. Now time check is 10:52 a.m. We will have a 10 minutes break. Come back at 11:02 a.m. sharp. We'll continue to do the white line, and then I'll use some case study for you to take note. Okay? We'll take a break right now. Thank you very much. Don't leave the place. Just basically take a short break. Thank you.